Okay, so today on JMMJ Productions, we have an opportunity to fix up this old house here. Used to belong to my Granny Rita back in the day, but it's just been sitting here abandoned for about 5 years, and we need a place to stay. And so the owner said that if we can fix it up, that we're welcome to stay here. Works out in everybody's favor, right? Like, the owner gets her house fixed up, and we get a place to stay. So as you can see, there is a ton of work to do, and the inside is even worse. We're talking rat motel, mold, busted pipes. I don't know what the electrical is like, but what is good is that the roof looks fairly decent. So well, let's just see how far we can get today. Okay, I always get too far ahead of myself. We've already done a ton of work in here, pulling down the old curtains. This is probably going to be my daughter's room. Try and go slow here. It's not too bad. This is probably one of the better rooms. It's got a little closet in there. Hey, there's a float coat in there, babe. Okay, so that's room number one. This is the living room. It's a really small house, so you're not going to get a very good view of much here. This is bedroom number 2, I'm guessing. It's dry in here, and that's nice. Look at this little itty bitty water heater. That's a trip. That's only got to be 5-10 gallons. And then the bathroom actually doesn't look terrible. I know maybe it does look terrible, but try and get a little more light in there. Honestly, for my skill set, it's not bad at all. This is probably the better part of the house, but then we're gonna go into the kitchen, and you can see where either it's leaking from outside, or my uncle was saying the pipe burst in here, and it was just spraying for a long time. So obviously this whole wall is going to have to come out, probably even the ceiling there. This is going to be the worst of it here. And then there's actually another little bedroom here, which is just full of garbage. So yeah, you can't even see in there, it's so bad. And then there's a little back porch area back here that'll probably need to be torn down, I'm guessing. So that's where we're at. Clean it out. I'm afraid to open the fridge. Not gonna do that. But again, today we're just gonna try and get it cleaned out. Wear our dust masks and keep on trucking along. So that's where we're at. Update here. We've got most of the stuff out. Still rat turds and stuff, but we'll evict the rats. We got this room mostly cleaned out. Sorry I'm going fast, but we're tired and we need a break. After our break, we'll come back and start on this room here. There's no power yet, so I gotta call the, maybe that's what I'll do when you're in town, babe. I'll call Or unless you want me driving. Anyways, so yeah, we're trucking along. Still nothing changed in here, but you'll see the pile outside here. That's what we've moved out. God, it doesn't seem like much sitting out there in a pile, but we got the porch. Maggie cleaned off all the stuff for the porch. Of course, it's rotten, but we'll get to that too. So that's where we're at. Progress, day one, just the first 2 hours. Okay, I think we're gonna call it a day. I'll give you a little run through of what the rooms look like. Again, this is probably the nicest room and probably have the least amount of work in here, which is good because this will be Cadence's room. All the casing needs to be done. Looks like they put in some vinyl windows and the trim is wrong. And that bothers me because I'm a finish carpenter, so I'll probably refinish a lot of the moldings and woodwork in here because it's just the way I am. It looks a lot better than it did this morning. Try and get some kind of full shot here. And we'll walk into the second room here, aka the water heater room. I'll get behind the light here. We got a lot of it cleaned out today. Nowhere near livable, yeah. But for just one day, we did a lot of work today. Try and get all of this in here and document it. So let's go into the worst part of the house so far. And even from earlier, we've gotten it pretty cleaned out. But the more I look at this room, the more I'm thinking it's just going to have to be completely demoed. There's no saving this room. The floor is warped. The joists are probably shot underneath here. So I'm going to gut this room. Just going to gut it right down to the studs and see what's what. Chances are all these studs, the framework will need to be redone under here. And I think we decided we're just going to throw out that stove. Nobody's been brave enough to open the fridge yet, so maybe I'll save that for a later video. We did not get to this room, so I think we both were just like, no, that can wait for another day, you know. Compared to what we got done for today, I mean, big time progress. So I showed you this before, but Maggie cleared off the, oh, there she is. Cleared off this deck, and you can see our pile is, oop, my hands are shaking, been a long day. You can see that pile is getting fairly large. This side of the deck is shot. The board is completely soft. Maggie's out there, but I don't know that it would hold me. So, okay, that's it, and I will see you in the next video.